Do you have 5 minutes? Really? Just about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less. Some of you may have noticed something a little bit different about me the last week. You might have noticed I look scruffy, like I somehow broke my razor or something. We'll talk about that in a moment. But let us look first at words from the prophet Jeremiah. Here are these words from Jeremiah. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. For those of you who have been doing the Year of the Bible reading with us, you may have read through Jeremiah and you may have thought, oh my heavens, Jeremiah is awful dark and dreary and all woe and gloom and everything. But then this passage from Jeremiah comes through. For I know the plans that I have for you. And what does he say about those plans? For I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. This is November, and there is something that has been termed No Shave November for men. And it kind of hit close to home 4 years ago. 4 years ago this month, I received the diagnosis that I had prostate cancer. My prostate cancer was not in the earliest stages, nor was it in the most advanced. Fortunately, we caught it before it had spread. Prostate cancer is probably the #1 cancer for men. And while lung cancer is the #1 cause of death for men from cancer, prostate cancer is a significant cause of death for us. And when people do die from it, it tends to be a very uncomfortable one because it often spreads to the bones. I was blessed because fortunately it was caught early. But No Shave November is about an opportunity to remind men, make sure you get your PSA and make sure you check for that prostate cancer, because if caught early, you can live a nice long life, and a healthy one at that. On the other side of the fence, if left unchecked, it can be very dangerous. And it also suggests in No Shave November that the money that you use from not shaving, you send it to the American Cancer Society or some other research group to use to cure cancer. But going beyond that, each and every one of us that are cancer survivors, when you first heard that message that you had cancer, it is a terrifying thing. It can be. And sometimes we catch it early. Sometimes, in the case of Alex Trebek, it is caught later. But there is a message that comes to us from God, that even in the midst of a diagnosis of cancer, or heart disease, or COVID, or whatever it may be, that I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Sometimes that plan is in this lifetime. Sometimes that plan is for us to have wonderful, great things happen while we are still here. Sometimes that plan of God is for us to say goodbye and continue in our journey into heaven. But either way, this is a God who does have a plan for us. So whatever challenge we may face in our lives, we can rest safe and assured that it's in God's plan and God will provide. By the way, I'm fine. 4 years out, no sign of the cancer. Some side effects from the surgery, but they're very minor. The most important thing is we caught it in time. Men, during this No Shave in November, spend time and make sure you're checking your PSA. And for all of you, male or female, do the right things. Do the checkups that are needed. Make sure that you do what you can do to catch cancer early, because if you do, you may be able to live a long and prosperous life on this side of heaven and delay the time when we get to meet the Lord. That'll be a good thing, but we don't want to rush it just yet. Have a great week. God be with you.